Hello, welcome to Program Talk of SIT Accountancy for Admission 2021. I'm going to present the future of accounting in the digital age. I am Michelle Zhou, Assistant Professor, the Program Leader of SIT Accountancy Program. Firstly, please let me introduce the administration team of our program. SIT Accountancy Program is under the cluster of Design and Specialized Business. Associate Professor Kozuki is the Director of Programs of the cluster. I am the Program Leader of the program, and we also have two first-year student advisors, Assistant Professor Pear and Dr. Phoebe. So they will look after the first-year students to advise them on study plan, credit exemptions, and other academic matters. SIT Accountancy Program has 5 specialization areas, what we call focus area. They are applied finance, auditing, corporate accounting, management accounting, taxation, and accounting information system. For each specialization area, we have one subject coordinator to look after the module curriculum to ensure the curriculum is rigorous and relevant. So we have Dr. Lena, Assistant Professor Daisy, Senior Lecturer Lei Hui, Senior Lecturer Junaitha, Associate Professor Bang Wen, and Assistant Professor Arif. We also have 2 admin colleagues in our support team. They are Miss Catherine and Miss Eunice. Now, let me get started. The purpose of today's presentation is to answer 3 important questions. So I want to answer 3 W. Number 1, what is accounting? Why accounting? Why should you choose accounting? And why should you choose SIT Accountancy Program? Now, what is accounting? Why accounting? I get this question a lot from my students, from my friends. They keep asking, why should somebody be interested in accounting? Firstly, I should let you know what accounting is not. Accounting is not a purely computation system. Accounting is not just debit and credits. That doesn't sound very fun. Debit and credits are the beginning of a framework using numbers to tell a story about business. Accounting is not just a bookkeeping system. It's not a simple back-office support function. You don't need to come to university to learn simple bookkeeping. Accounting instead is a very integral part of business to help you understand what's going on inside the business. Accounting is not boring. We use accounting to make optimal decisions and communicate with outside users. So, what is accounting? Accounting is an information system, the so-called language of business. It's useful for internal users such as product manager and the CEO to decide optimal operation decision. For example, for Singapore Airlines, should they cut pay during COVID-19 crisis? Should Haidilao launch a new opening in Singapore? Should Westpac shut down their business in Asia-Pacific region? And what should be the optimal pricing of iPhone 12? So accounting also provides financial information for external users, such as investors to make their investment decision, for creditor to make their loan decision, and for regulator to monitor the compliance process. Accounting is about the fundamentals for decision making and strategic planning and implementation. So, what can you do with an accounting degree? Many of our students start their career as auditor in accounting firms. Some students choose to be in the commercial accounting area to be the future CFO. Some are doing business consulting services, and some students work at the public sector. We even have students after graduation be entrepreneur because accounting helps them to better understand their own business and to optimize their business decision. Accounting is closely related to finance, so you can also easily start your career in banking and the finance sector. Accounting offers you unlimited opportunities. I still recall 20 years ago, in 2000, when I was at your age today, I was persuaded to choose accounting as my parents and seniors said, "You will never lose job if you're an accountant. Be the economy good or bad, accountant is always needed." 20 years passed. Is this sentence still valid? Actually, I'm questioned a lot by students, by friends. We are in the era of digital revolution. Many accounting jobs are being automated in the digital age. For example, bookkeeping now can be done by robots. So, will we be dinosaurs? Does accountant still have a career future? To address this question, let's hear the sharing from a data analytics expert, Peter Piani, General Manager of AXIOMSL, a global technology leader in risk analytics, data management, and a regulatory reporting solution for financial firms, to tell us what top technologies are transforming the accounting profession and how this technology will impact the financial industry.
Hello, so my name is Peter Tierney, and I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very excited to share with you some of my perspectives on the impact that digital technologies is having or are having on the accounting profession. And let me preface my comments by introducing myself. I run a technology business, a financial technology business here in Asia, and we have about 110 employees, and we provide solutions to regulated financial institutions, so your banks and your broker-dealers and your asset managers, your investment managers, and we provide them with technology that allows them to manage their operational and financial information so that they can stay compliant with the rules that go with their license. So I'm an engineer. That's the first disclaimer. I'm not an accountant, but all my customers are accountants. So that would be my my basis for my opinions to share with you. I work every day with finance professionals across compliance, risk, and regulatory at those institutions, the large international JP Morgans and Goldman Sachs and Credit Suisse, and also the local people like DBS and OCBC and Maybank and so on. So my perspectives here, while not an accountant, I think I have a strong opinion as to how digital technologies are changing the profession that you might be considering stepping into. It's a very different world today than when I was in your position 30 plus years ago. I stepped into a world that was dominated, if I may say, by the engineer. Technology was very difficult to master and to apply to a business problem. So you needed an engineer. If you were a business person, you needed an engineer to help configure and describe the solution that you wanted to deploy. Today, that's all different. That's dramatically different. Actually, it's probably hard to overstate just how different it is. But the fundamental difference that's important to you is that the role of the engineer has probably been downplayed. Technology has simplified to such an extent that the amazing power that technology brings is now available to the end user without as much involvement of the engineer. You don't need to be an engineer to really get the innovation and the disruption that digital technology brings. And what are these digital technologies? I would pick 5. Okay, they're not all equal. And I think the first that I'm going to explain was really the enabler for most of the other four. They're not new. They've been around for many years, but they're starting to become household names in, at least in the finance companies that you may find yourself applying into after college. But they're certainly household names across manufacturing and other industries that have been evolving in this space over the last couple of years. The first of those is cloud. I just simply can't be overexcited about what cloud has done for this business. And basically, if you can imagine, you have infinite computing power, infinite storage, and now you can go solve a problem. Traditionally, you had to figure out where you're going to get all that storage and compute power before you could even think about your problem. Nowadays, you can ring up Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and within 10 minutes, you have the world's computing at your fingertips. And that's dramatic. That just that takes the capacity problem off the table, and you can innovate as much as you want. Now, if you have all that capacity, how will you innovate? Well, the other big changes are really coming as a result of what cloud has done. Data analytics. Now, with infinite processing power and compute at pennies, you're able to analyze, you're able to number crunch, you're able to model huge amounts of data. And surprise, surprise, there are some amazing tools that are freely available to professionals to bring the data to life, to visualize that data and to find intelligence in there. So tools like Tableau and Click and Power BI, these tools combined with the power of cloud just basically accelerates, puts rockets on what business users and financial users can do. Robotic process automation is an amazing set of tools that have finally come into their own, and just allows professionals to bring together difficult, disparate, mostly manual and repetitive processes and automate them. Simple as that. Instead of having to wait years and invest millions of dollars, a smart accountant can take an RPA tool and can bring together a whole workflow and apply that workflow to thousands of cases. So the ability for RPA to dramatically change the business of a finance professional or an accountant, it's amazing. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain are the other buzzwords that are being used that are dramatically changing what finance people in my world anyway are doing. The ability to take infinite compute and computer programs that teach themselves, that look at historical data and teach themselves how to automate and speed up and improve your processes. These are things that we would have dreamt of 20 years ago. So cloud, data analytics, RPA, AI and machine learning, and blockchain. These are disruptive technologies that I just, again, has dramatically transformed the role of a finance professional. In my world, I'm looking at the regulated financial institutions. Those institutions have to not only change and evolve their business models, but they also need to supervise those business models. They need to audit those business models, and they need to analyze and constantly optimize those business models. So the professionals that I face in those businesses, they're finance professionals, but the really successful ones, and increasingly the really successful ones, are the ones that come equipped with digital technologies. They're not scared or intimidated by some of these amazing tools. And not only that, but they're able to quickly deploy those tools and generate value for their company. So it's an exciting space. As an engineer, I'm slightly envious because I envy the professional content that comes with an accounting degree. And I guess the power that's now at your fingertips through these incredible digital technologies will allow you to sky's the limit for the businesses that you will join. So good luck with your choices. And I sincerely hope, as I'm recruiting in a couple of years' time, we'll see some of you on our panel and, hopefully see you in the financial industry.
So now we are clear that Internet of Things mobile and cloud, RPA, cybersecurity, and data analytics are the top technology that has the most impact on the accountancy profession. They bring along the greatest challenge, but they also brings us the unprecedented opportunities to the profession. Far from needing to be feared as a destroyer of the accounting profession, technology has a potential to free accounting profession in several ways. It will free the finance function from performing routine, repetitive tasks, enabling it instead to better support decision-making and assist in strategy implementation. It will enable the professionals to perform higher value-added activities. It will provide accounting professionals the ability to use business data to provide greater insights into the business, unlocking enterprise value, and enable accounting professionals to truly become business advisors and partners. So, top priorities for the future decade are data analytics knowledge for mining business intelligence, data modeling and analysis, and knowledge management. All are vital for exploring big data. Equally critical are the new soft skills for change and management to leverage on technology. The essential role of accountant is and will continue to be value creation. Accounting's value proposition can be defined in terms of strategy formulation and analysis, planning and execution. That is, a management role to enable their organization to reap the true benefits in the digital age. We don't think data scientists are gonna replace accountants. As to be a value creator for business, a profound domain knowledge in accounting and finance is a prerequisite. So we define the future accountant to be a management role that combines domain knowledge and data analytic skills. It is a translator in bridging the technical expertise of data engineer and the financial expertise of business manager. So, the answer to the question, will technology replace accountants, is very clear. Only jobs that are lower value, mundane will be disrupted. Technology will transform, but will not replace accountants. Instead, technology will create more jobs than it will replace. So now, we are observing the digital evolution brings the evolution of the role of accountants from being that of record keeper and compliance cop to that of being a strategic business partner. So, what competencies should be needed by accountants of the future? The newly updated IMA Accounting Competency Framework gives us a good answer to this question. It identifies 6 areas of the core knowledge, skills, and abilities. They are strategic planning and performance, recording and control, technology and analytics, business acumen and operations, leadership and professional ethics. We believe by developing the skill sets according to this framework, we are confident in the future of accountants. SIT is a relatively young university, established in 2014. Our distinctive feature is applied learning pedagogy. For accountancy program, we consult industry partners to understand what is lacking in the workplace, and we train talents to fill in that gap. To face the challenges in the era of digital revolution, we aim to create an accountancy program that offers insights to nurture new generation of accountants. who could seize the new opportunities in the digital age. Hence, we created Industry Advisory Committee, IAC. We have 13 committee members from the industry, ranging from Big Four and accounting firms, and data analytics firms, and government agencies. We meet them regularly to understand the latest technology development in the industry and what skill sets are in demand for now and the future. Then we create our syllabus based on what exactly industry is needing for new generation accountants. Recall from my earlier sharing, the top priorities for new generation of accountant is a combining of domain knowledge and data analytic skill sets, and the requirement of adaptation to fast-changing environment. SIT aims to nurture accounting graduates with 3D. D for democratization of technology. It requires the students to master strong data analytics competencies. And D for domain knowledge, a strong foundation of accounting, auditing, taxation, and finance knowledge. And D for dynamic learning, the capability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So, to fulfill this mission, we adopted our applied training metrics to design a rigorous curriculum that provides 6 course highlights: Essential Business Core, Professional Accountancy Core, Digital Accounting and Analytic Core, Integrated Work Study Plan, IWSP, Focus Area Core. You can choose 5. You can choose 1 out of 5, and Overseas Exposure Program, which is optional. Let me explain in more details. Now let me give you an overview of SIT Accountancy Program. We are a 3-year and 1 trimester direct honors program. 1 trimester means 4 months. We planned our syllabus according to the accreditation requirements. Year 1 is a foundation year for students without any business background. So we cover essential business modules such as marketing, management, foundational finance, statistics, etc. And while intermediate and advanced professional accountancy core modules are offered in Year 2 and Year 3 to give students the training of accounting standards and advanced finance knowledge. Knowing the crucialness of data analytics training, we have 5 digital accounting and analytics modules, and application of the data analytics are embedded into the whole curriculum and spread across all 3-year modules. Students will head out for an 8 months integrated work study plan, IWSP, in Year 3. The last trimester, after students come back from IWSP, they will choose one of the 5 focus areas as their specialization core. Our applied finance focus area syllabus is very close to CMA program. We also work with IA to develop modules for audit focus area. For corporate accounting, we ensure that our students are trained to the standards of CAQ exam. For management accounting, we use CIMA syllabus to develop the modules to prepare students for CIMA's operational, management, and strategic level exam. Now let me explain the program structure. The standard duration of accountancy direct honor program is 3 years and 1 trimester. After the completion of business core modules study in Year 1 and the professional accountancy core in Year 2, students are able to take an operational study break. Some students will use the operational study break to explore their own internship opportunities. In Year 3, Trimester 1 and Trimester 2, students will head out for 8 months long integrated work study plan, the so-called IWSP, which is starting from September to April next year. So for students who choose assurance in their IWSP, that means they will experience the whole audit cycle. In the final trimester, students are going to take their focus area and complete Accounting Analytics Capstone, a mini thesis group project. The length of program can be accelerated if you choose not to take optional study break in Year 2, Trimester 3, so that you can bring forward one trimester of professional accountancy core study and complete the whole curriculum in 3 years. In particular, for poly graduates, we offer credit exemption for Year 1 modules if they have done eligible polytechnic modules before. For students with accounting and finance-related diploma, they could be eligible to up to 12 exemptions. In other words, their entire Year 1 will be exempted, so that they could finish the whole program in 2 years. For students with non-accounting or non-business relevant accounting background, exemptions of the modules will be considered on a case-by-case basis. By choosing the accelerated pathway, SIT Accountancy offers the fastest track of accountancy degree in Singapore. In order to prepare our students to future-proof themselves, it's compulsory for every student to complete 5 data analytics core modules: managing the digital world, emerging technologies in accounting, digital accounting, accounting analytics and automation, and accounting analytics capstones. So we are not requiring our students to be data scientists. We do benchmark the skill sets of data scientists in terms of certain programming skills, machine learning, statistics and predictive analysis, data tuition, data wrangling, and data visualization. At SIT, we use an integrative approach in delivering data analytics education. Besides the 5 core modules listed above, we also focused on integrating data analytics topics into the existing courses. We teach students various data analytics software that are actively used in the industry. For example, SQL for data management, Caseware for DA in audit, Tableau for data visualization, Azure for machine learning, eViews are for predictive and descriptive analytics. We consider this approach to be relevant with industry needs, as it allows students to more readily understand the content, where the analytics should be conducted, and when it is relevant for solving multiple business issues. As a relatively young AU in Singapore, SIT differentiates ourselves from the rest in our vision to be a leader in innovating learning by integrating learning, industry, and community. Hence, the program has been designed to have close nexus with industry so as to produce graduates equipped with strong theoretical foundation and a keen understanding of the real-world application. IWSP is a new concept in Singapore as it breaks away the traditional model of internship. The 8 months duration is significantly longer than typical internship. The stretched duration allows the employers to assign students real work and are more willing to train them like a full-time employee. On the other hand, students not only acquired the opportunity to enhance their industry readiness and job market competitiveness, but also get to assess whether they can see themselves in the long-term career with the organization. With 5 years close collaboration with industry partner, now we provide a pool of 21 IWSP partner firms to students, including Big Four, other large accounting firms, and a government agency, allowing the students opportunities to choose job scopes in external and internal audit, taxation, corporate advisory, data analytics, and forensic accounting. Every year, we have more than 200 positions, while on average, we have about 150 students going out for IWSP, meaning that we have more than enough positions for students to choose from. We don't directly place our students to IWSP firms. Instead, the recruitment process follows the real-world HR process. Students are allowed to select about 3 IWSP firms from SIT list and put in their CVs. The IWSP firms may then select students for face-to-face interview before offering them the position. We provide workshops to advise students how to prepare their CV and how to hone their interview skills. We also provide a networking session for students to meet up with IWSP partner firms so as to decide which firms suit their interest most. Our students aren't just an intern. They work and add real values to the IWSP firms. At SIT, students all know that they are supposed to do not just an intern work, but as a Year 1 associate, because whatever they do during the internship is similar to a Year 1 associate. Thus, in terms of responsibility and job scope, the 8 months real work experience of training gives our students an added advantage of being able to jump right into the clients and performing tasks without much supervision when they start full-time work. The 8 months internship experience is also acknowledged in meeting 3-year practical experience requirements of a Singapore CA qualification. Our program provides structured mentorship to support our IWSP students. Each student will be assigned to an internal SIT academic advisor who will guide them to achieve the learning outcome. They will also be assigned a work supervisor at IWSP firm to mentor them generic and technical professional competencies. As we mentioned earlier, one of the essential skills for new generation of accountants is dynamic learning capability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Besides providing practice-oriented graduates, IWSP will also be the platform through which students will be challenged during their work attachment stint to initiate innovation projects under the guidance of SIT supervisor and the company's appointed work supervisor. During the 8 months, we provide design thinking workshops to teach students to uncover an actual situation or problem at their client's firm or IWSP firm and use design thinking and innovation methods to improve it. We also provide the research method workshops to train students the basic applied learning and research concepts and the qualitative and quantitative methodology to apply their accounting knowledge to industry problem using data analytic skills. This workshop prepares students to identify applied research topic for their final year accounting analytics capstone, which is the most comprehensive application of their theoretical study into the real-life problem with DA skills. By January 2020, SIT Accountancy has been accredited by 8 professional bodies. The program is accredited by SAC for direct entry into Singapore CA Qualification Professional Program. The program is also accredited by other internationally renowned bodies such as CPA Australia, CIMA, ICAEW. In addition, we are also the only accountancy program in Singapore that has been admitted into CFA University program, as our modules cover at least 70% of a CFA module. And we also offer 10 CFA scholarships for SIT students. The last highlights of our program is the Regional Exposure to Accounting Practice, REAP. Building on its appeal as an attractive location for business, Singapore aims to be a global accountancy hub for Asia Pacific. With this vision in mind, SIT Accountancy program includes the REAP initiative that is aimed at widening students' perspectives and exposing them to the cultural, economic, and social nuances prevalent in the Asia-Pacific region. The overseas study trip is led by SIT Accountancy faculty, bringing students to visit ASEAN region university and industry partners. Our first RIP stop in 2017 was in Ho Chi Minh City, and we visited Hong Kong in 2018 and Manila in 2019. The RIP is optional and is normally conducted in study break of trimester 1 each year. Okay, after a long sharing of the program, overview, and course highlights, let's hear what our current students are saying.
Hi, my name is Hui Jie. I'm currently a year 2 accountancy student in SIT. During my time at SIT, I've greatly benefited from the various modules which I've taken up, learning skills in data analytics that are sought after in the market, such as MYOB, Tableau, SAP, Caseware, and Bloomberg. Data analytics is one of the key skills employers look out for, and I'm glad that SIT has been preparing us with essential skills for a future career. I chose SIT because of its 3 years honours program, where exemptions are available for students with relevant diploma, as well as a unique 8 months IWSP program. Personally, the IWSP has been very beneficial as it allowed me to gain a deeper understanding and acquire skill sets in my chosen field, giving me an advantage to find full-time employment upon graduation. Here at SIT, there's a constant drive for us to learn, unlearn, and relearn. I really encourage all prospective students to come to SIT and experience its unique applied learning pedagogy as well as enriching student activities.
Hi everyone, I'm Timing. I graduated from Temasek Polytechnic with a diploma in accounting and finance. Having attained a relevant diploma, I could be exempted from 10 modules which allowed me to complete the SIT Accountancy degree program in just 2 years and 4 months instead of the original 3 years. SIT Accountancy program was very fulfilling. The study environment was top-notch and really helped in preparing us to be industry-ready graduates. With the IWSP program, I had a great opportunity to work at one of the Big 4 accounting firms, KPMG, where I was able to undertake real work and integrate theory into real-world situations. The curriculum at SIT is well-planned and intensive at the same time. It provided me with skills and technical expertise not only in accounting but in finance as well. With the knowledge I've gained, I was able to complete all of my ACCA examinations in my second year at SIT. SIT is truly a university of applied learning and it propelled my career prospects to greater heights. If I can turn back time, I would still choose to go for the SIT Accountancy program without hesitation.
Now, you must also be curious about what our employees say about SIT Accountancy. Today, we are honored to have a guest speaker from PwC, Mr. Chua Chin San. He is a partner with PwC Singapore. He is also the HR leader in the Assurance Division. PwC has been a supportive partner of SIT Accountancy degree, journeying with SIT since its inception of 2014. Over the years, the firm has provided IWSP work attachment opportunities to 131 SIT students, about an average of 23% of the annual accountancy cohort, out of which about 80% of these students were given priority offer at the firm even before they graduate. PwC has also established the PwC Final Year Accountancy Students Award since May 2015 to encourage accounting students seeking greater heights of academic performance. Each student who received the award will receive cash prize $2,500 and is presented to students who have achieved the highest GPA in their final year study. So let's hear Mr. Chin San's sharing about his experience with our students.
Hi, I'm Chin San, an audit partner with PwC. At PwC, we recognize the benefits of a work attachment program. The IWSP provides students with the opportunity to work with diverse talents and get first-hand insights in the working world. This will help them develop business and life skills, an experience that will stay with them no matter where their career takes them. The IWSP is a unique program as it provides students with an 8-month work experience. And most of the time, it coincides with our audit peak season from January to March. As such, the program benefits both parties. The students gain deep hands-on industry experience, while PwC is able to address client needs during this audit peak season. For instance, SIT students going through the peak period with us will have a first-hand taste of what an auditor's life will look like during busy seasons. This will help them make informed decisions when thinking about embarking on a professional journey with us. Aside from the experience gain, due to the longer period, the students will also be able to build good rapport with their teams and clients. They also develop deeper knowledge about the industry and work. Students are also able to refine their skills by learning about their strengths and working on their weaknesses. This is done through the on-the-job coaching and the feedback they receive from their supervisors. They can familiarize themselves with our audit system and process, meaning they can work more independently with minimal supervision upon their return for a second stint or when they join us after graduation. While the experience with each student may be different, we have come to observe that SIT students often demonstrate these attributes. 1. They communicate with confidence and present themselves professionally. 2. They deliver high-quality work and do this consistently. 3. They display good and positive attitude and are great team players. We found that most SIT students who join us upon graduations were very impressive in terms of their willingness to learn, willingness to work hard, and being proactive. Most importantly, given their previous stints with us, they were able to operate effectively as an audit associate as soon as they joined PwC. The SIT IWSP certainly gives its graduates a very strong head start in their career.
The employer's feedback is not only positive from PwC. Other Big Four accounting firms and other large accounting firms also highly appreciated our students' work attitude and capabilities, and they view IWSP as a win-win arrangement for SIT, students, and the firm. In 2019, a joint initiative between SIT and the Singapore Accountancy Commission, the Accounting Technology and Innovation Center, ACTEC Center, has been launched as a resource center to facilitate collaboration and catalyze technology and business innovations in the accounting sector. Through ACTEC Center, local accounting entities will have the opportunities to work with SIT faculty, technology partners, and the government agency to innovate processes, service delivery, products, and business models. ACTEC Center is working on projects with SIT faculty. SIT students also actively participate in those projects as student helpers under the guidance of SIT faculty, which provides them valuable applied learning and applied research experience in promoting digital transformation in accounting sector. To recognize and encourage SIT accounting students seeking greater heights of academic excellence, various industry awards have been established since the birth of our program. Up to today, we have donors from 12 industry partners and professional institutions to award students who have achieved outstanding overall academic performance and demonstrated leadership skills. For example, we have the EY Outstanding Student Award, established to award students who have achieved higher score in the IWSP and a cash prize of 5,000, while the Deloitte Book Prize encourages an internship experience and prize money. The recipient would be offered a position under the Advanced Career Program, whereby the students would be entitled to take up a Y2 Audit Associate position upon graduation. Our students are making their marks and highly sought after by the industry. This is a GES result done on our last year's graduates. SIT has done very well compared to other AUs with accountancy degree. as a very young university. The mean average of the salary last year is 3,100 to 2018's average 3,075. Looking across all AU accountancy programs, SIT Accountancy is most close to NTU Accountancy, which is also 3-year direct honors, while the rest are either 3+1 or 4-year honors. So our students have done an excellent job in securing competitive starting salary and have maintained high employment rate over the years. Many of our graduates started their career in accounting firms and have been promoted to assistant manager within 3 years. Some of the graduates have already passed their professional qualification exam and achieved outstanding scores. For example, Le Qiang, who is our 2018 student, topped CAQ financial reporting modules in June 2019 national exam. We also have graduates after their first job in accounting firm, explored their career paths in finance, consulting, and the public sector. Let's hear more stories from 2 SIT alumni. The first one is Xiaoming Tan. She's working in public sector.
Hi everybody, I'm Xiaoming, an alumnus of the Pioneer Batch of SIT Accountancy graduate. I'm a chartered accountant, having attained my professional qualification from CPA Australia. I'm currently working in the civil service. My learning journey at SIT was extremely beneficial for my personal growth and career. One of the highlights of my SIT journey was my IWSP, which spans across 8 months. It opened doors for me, and I was able to claim my first job with 2 priority offers in an accounting firm, which I worked in the audit and tax department. I was trained to be industry ready, and my transition into the working life was seamless. Also, the SIT professors were always there to teach and guide us. Being a small cohort allows stronger and deeper bonds to be formed between classmates and professors. We were a tightly knitted bunch, and I'm thankful to have spent my undergraduate journey with them.
The second sharing is from our Pioneer Batch alumni, Tan Wenbing.
Hello, my name is Wenbing. I'm from the Pioneer Batch of students who graduated from the SIT Accountancy degree program in 2017. Right after graduation, I started my career with my IWSP company, KPMG, as an auditor. I've been with the company for about 3.5 years, starting as a first-year associate. I've recently joined a private equity firm as a finance associate and attained the Chartered Accountant Singapore qualification through the Singapore CA qualification program. The SIT Accountancy program has provided a stepping stone for my career. The applied learning pedagogy and IWSP made it possible for me to gain invaluable work experience even before I graduated. The accountancy program integrated real-world application, which is very relevant to the industry, into our projects. Through IWSP, I was offered priority consideration for an opening in the company and was offered my dream job in a Big 4 accounting firm. The SIT accountancy program also shortened the time required for me to become a chartered accountant. That's because SIT is one of the first accredited universities to be awarded full exemptions for the Singapore CA Foundation papers. Thus, I'm only needed to take the professional papers. I'm thankful to our professors and lecturers for their unconditional efforts in cultivating us into who we are today. Thank you.
Over the past 5 years, more than 80% of our students received the priority offer when they completed their 8 months IWSP work, and some of them even received Associate Level 2 offer, which is an accelerated career path. So, for admission 2021, our target intake size is 175, and we welcome diploma holders from any local polytechnics and A-level graduates to apply our SIT accountancy programs. We adopt a holistic approach in selecting students for the accounting program. Academic achievements are not the only selection driver. Working experience, non-academic achievements such as CCAs, community work, leadership are all counted. your real passion to be part of the accountancy profession is also crucial. To close my presentation, remember, SIT adopted applied learning pedagogy to nurture industry-ready talents. We augmented our curriculum with data analytics to help students seize the new career opportunities in the digital age. IWSP is our gateway to employment and competitive salaries. So join SIT is joining the SIT family. We welcome you to join us and make this choice as one of the most valuable investment decisions in your life. Thank you.